Over the past year, Middle East and North Africa have seen monumental changes in their histories. Citizens of the region across the region call for their voices to be heard and demand democracy. I'm with Baroness Ashton, the High Representative of the European Union in Foreign Affairs and Security Policy. Let me begin with the most urgent question, that's about Libya. The country can't even organise itself, let alone move towards democracy. Now, how do you want to address the problem, and to what extent would you propose, would you like to involve yourself in it?
You're right, there are big security challenges at the moment. A lot of weapons in the country that need to be got rid of safely and securely. Issues on borders, the need to have a proper police force working for the people. That's why we've got teams on the ground now, both in Benghazi and Tripoli, helping to work out what is needed and how we can help under the UN umbrella, but closely working with those who are leading at the moment.
How do you address the problem of power sharing by Islamic groups?
Well, what we've heard from Mr. Jabril and Mr. Jalil all the way through this is the need to be inclusive. And that sense of inclusiveness we've been promoting and supporting in everything that we do. It's very, very important that everybody feels this is their country, and that as they move towards that democratic process, the elections and beyond, that they really do get involved and engaged.
Let's talk about Tunisia, which is in contrast to Libya. They're going through first elections since Ben Ali's departure. How do you make sure that this process is not going to be hijacked by yet another dictatorship?
I was in Tunisia 2 weeks ago with the task force, which is bringing together lots of different parts of the EU, member states, members of the European Parliament, the institutions, and with the financial institutions, the World Bank, the Africa Bank, and with business, to offer the kind of economic support and the support for the building of their democracy that we want to see in the future. We were able to put together €4 billion for the next 3 years as a package, plus private sector support, plus of course the expertise on the ground. Now I say that because what we saw in Tunis in that time were many people again pushing forward, wanting to see strong democracy. And I hope that what we'll see on Monday is the beginning of a new government for Tunisia that will deal with the issues that brought people to protest and will recognise the importance of now going forward.
Let's move further up to the Middle East. You were very clear and very forceful about that, but it seems to me that over the past few weeks, somewhat that will has diminished.
Not at all, but I think what we have to do is now try and work systematically to try and put the pressure on Syria. We will not accept that the kind of chaos, destruction and death that's going on in Syria will ever be acceptable to us.
Do you see in Syria a scenario similar to Libya?
Every situation is different. Every situation is different in terms of how we work together internationally and what's happening on the ground. And it's always a mistake, in my view, to try and equate one with the other.
Baroness Ashton, thank you.